I won't lie to you. I sit here and think about all the atrocities that have happened this week and over last weekend. Today is May 9th, right? And the atrocities with race relations, cops doing what they do, not following protocols, just shooting to shoot. Excuse me. And people just killing black people, right? And I honestly believe the powers that be, and I'm not only just talking about the president, but if you are spiritually tapped in, whether you're religious or not, or just spiritual, the powers that be that are overarching the president and speaking into that person's ear are trying to enact anarchy. I'm not gonna lie to you, are trying to enact this like kind of chaotic environment, right? When again, on the surface, it may seem peaceful for right now because we have all these things and all these processes that we all can do and adhere to, go to school, go to work, buy this, buy that, go to your, the clubs on the weekends, go play sports, these communal things, which makes us feel great and connected at the end of the day, but also, that's being controlled to some degree, right? And I think they, as in the powers that be, are trying to create a chaotic environment to just tear it down. I truly believe that they understand their time is up. Y'all built something on a land, on an environment that was never yours. And I'm talking about from the lens of colonialism, and this is speaking plainly. The land was going to have vengeance one day, whether you believe this or not, whether you're religious or not, whether you're spiritual or not. This is just an ebb and a flow, a cause and effect. This is real. This is justice. The land will have justice. And I think, I don't know what they're really trying to accomplish with this. Like aside from the chaos, but the land again will have justice. And like, that's all I can say. I've been saying that a lot. It's, the day of reckoning is coming. And it's real. And it's happening slowly but surely. Just because people can't keep their shit together. And I mean the powers that be can't keep their shit together. They just can't, they built a system that would work for a while, but it's going to disintegrate at some point. It's going to have to. And I truly believe, like, when all is said and done, our environments, our communities will be much more communal. Brown and black bodies will be interconnected. I don't really see or feel like white people will be anywhere near us in that capacity. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's real. It's real. Yeah, I feel that. Because I just keep seeing about just these things and these laws, people not following the law. Our own administration doesn't follow the laws that have been set into place for I don't know how long. They choose when they want to follow the law. They pick and choose when it's acceptable and when it's not, right? And we're saying for someone who, for example, is protesting outside an ICE detention center in New Jersey, North New Jersey, because that's where I'm from, right? They're not following the law, but your own administration isn't following the law at all. So to what extent are we sticking to these processes or having to stick to these processes, right, for protection or for, status as a good citizen per se, quote unquote? Like, that's my real question. We standing here still processing, still going about our day like everything is normal. This shit isn't normal. When is the war cry going to be let out? That's what I want to know. I'm so serious. Like, we're not even in our day-to-day even comfortable, right? But we have our little comforts. So when the fuck are we going to get up? I'm talking about, like, brown and black bodies and do something about this. Like, this shit needs to be turned over. Turn the table like Jesus did in the Bible. Like, make that shit work. Like, we might just need to do that because, it's crazy. And speaking of turning the table, and not the cheek, there was a post I saw where there was a black man saying he had 3 black kids, black men, black children, male children. And there was a voiceover that says, if you kill my son, I'm going to find a way to kill your wife and you. And he didn't mention the kids. There's something about this country and things that happen in this country That's just like, well, our white counterparts or our passing white counterparts can do whatever and they feel they can do whatever, right, without repercussion or recompense, um, to respond to their actions. And when someone does respond to their actions, now the law has been implicated. The law that no one is really following from the top down, or from the top at least. When someone is enacting justice, on their family's behalf, because justice is not being found in the justice system, which was never built to, cater to brown and black bodies. Now, what type of law and justice system do we have? We don't. So we have to take justice into our own hands, right? So it's just like, this is a battlefield. It's a battleground. It literally is a battleground. I just finished watching season 3 of Blood of Zeus. And it's kind of really befitting, given a narcissist like Kronos was released. And, the Titans were let loose. And what's going on now. I really would love to see what happens in the near future. As it relates to, America and our quote-unquote administration, or Titans, or, those who have had long-standing power of the days of old, and still currently, and what they're planning to do, how that looks. I do. I'm excited. Because honestly, if you really ask me, like, this shit is great. Like, having an apartment, I have an apartment to myself, love it. Being able to go outside and out to eat, shit like that is cool. But it gets redundant, repetitive, and, like, it's not really forward thinking. I think as a person who is learning to be soft again, but also has this warrior side of myself, and also really enjoys warfare, because it's exciting with, relatable enemies who are on my level. It's like, I feel like the tables are about to be turned again, a day of reckoning, and it's going to be exciting. And it's like, oh, is it fearful? Yeah, I guess. But this day was going to happen irregardless, right? It's in religious text, but it's also spiritually, something was going to have to work. Is that dog screaming? Something, you're going to have to make shit pop, like, irregardless. Because, like, it can't stay the same forever. So, yeah. That's my 2 cents. You know what's up? It's me, Trey Trey. As I always say, stay with me, vibe with me. You know the deal.